All right, get comfortable because this is one of the most twisted, baffling, and controversial cases in modern history. The disappearance of a 2-year-old girl, a mother who partied while the world searched for her daughter, a trial that captivated and enraged America, and a verdict that left millions outraged. I'm talking about Caylee Anthony. And if you think you know this case, you might want to think again, because what really happened to Caylee Anthony? Well, we still don't have a definitive answer. This is the full story. Let's go back to Orlando, Florida, 2008. Caylee Marie Anthony was a beautiful, vibrant 2-year-old living with her 22-year-old mother, Casey, and her grandparents, George and Cindy Anthony. To the outside world, the Anthony household seemed normal, but behind closed doors, there was tension. Casey had always been a bit of a wild child. She had Caylee at 19 and had a strained relationship with her parents. There were constant fights, especially about money and responsibility. But everything changed on June 16, 2008. That's the last day anyone could confirm Caylee was alive. After that, she was just gone. And here's where things start getting bizarre. Caylee Anthony didn't report her missing. Not that day, not the next, not for 31 days. 31 days. Let that sink in. An entire month. And where was Casey during this time? Not searching for her daughter, not calling the police. No, Casey was out clubbing, drinking, getting tattoos, and entering hot body contests. She told her mother Cindy that Caylee was fine, with the nanny, on vacation, at Disney World. All lies. And Cindy? She believed her. Until she didn't. Fast forward a month. July 15, 2008. Cindy Anthony had enough. She hadn't seen Caylee in weeks. The excuses were piling up. She finally cornered Casey, demanding to know where her granddaughter was. That's when Casey dropped the bombshell. She's been missing. Wait, what? Missing? For a month and she's just now saying something? Cindy didn't waste another second. She called 911, and if you've ever heard that call, it's chilling. Cindy Anthony on 911 call.
There's something wrong. I found my daughter's car today and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car.
Casey finally gets on the phone with dispatch, and let me tell you, her tone, calm, almost too calm. She tells police Caylee was kidnapped by her nanny, Zanny the nanny. Now here's the problem. Zanny the nanny didn't exist. If you're enjoying this deep dive into true crime, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more cases like this. Now, let's get back to the story. By now, detectives knew something wasn't right, so they started digging. And what they found? It wasn't looking good for Casey. They found out she had never reported Caylee missing. She had lied about working at Universal Studios. And when police actually took her to Universal, she finally admitted, "Okay, I don't work here." Then came the computer searches. Google searches for how to make chloroform and neck breaking. I mean, come on. Then came the biggest red flag. Police impounded Casey's car. They brought in forensic experts. And the results? Traces of human decomposition in the trunk. The smell Cindy had mentioned? It was real. Even the tow yard worker said, "That smell? That's decomposition. I'd bet my life on it." On July 16, 2008, Caylee Anthony was arrested. But still, there was one unanswered question. Where was Caylee? December 11, 2008, 5 months after Caylee was last seen, a utility worker walking through a wooded area near the Anthony home stumbled upon a small trash bag. Inside, a tiny skull, duct tape, wrapped around the skull. Investigators combed through the site, searching for any additional evidence. Among the remains, they found a heart-shaped sticker on the duct tape, similar to ones found in the Anthony home. It was the kind of thing a mother would use when crafting with her child. But now, it was evidence in what was shaping up to be a murder case. That's when prosecutors said this was no accident. Caylee hadn't wandered off and drowned. She hadn't been kidnapped. Someone had disposed of her body in the woods, stuffed in a trash bag left to decay. The remains were confirmed to be Caylee Anthony. This was enough for prosecutors. Caylee Anthony was now facing the death penalty. May 2011, the trial of Caylee Anthony begins. The prosecution laid out their case. Casey drugged Caylee with chloroform. She suffocated her with duct tape. Then she dumped her body in the woods. They pointed to the computer searches. They called in forensic experts. They painted Caylee as a selfish, manipulative liar who wanted to live a carefree party life without a child holding her back. But the defense team had a different story. They said Caylee drowned in the family pool, and that Casey's father, George Anthony, helped cover it up. They accused George of sexual abuse, claiming that's why Caylee was so good at lying. She had been trained to hide trauma. It was a shocking accusation, and it left the jury with doubt. After 6 weeks of testimony, the jury had to decide. Was Caylee a grieving mother covering up a tragic accident or a cold-blooded killer? Without clear evidence of murder, the case became a battle of who to believe. And then the verdict came in, not guilty. The courtroom is silent. Then the world erupts in outrage. How could a mother wait 31 days to report her child missing and walk free? To this day, no one knows exactly what happened to Caylee. So where is Caylee Anthony today? She still lives in Florida, tries to keep a low profile, but the world hasn't forgotten. And that question still lingers. Did she get away with murder? If you found this case shocking, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the most mysterious and controversial true crime cases. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Caylee Anthony got away with murder?